What's going on, friends? Risk Discovery's coming at you from the Sander once again. Remember we had that pesky fuel leak? Well, we got it all fixed up here. Gotta get this thing loaded and ready for the winter, but look at this, huh? Hey, look at that. I mean, as you can see, there's some rust, but it's a work truck. What do you want? Look at that. Brand new fuel pump. As you can see, we got everything back up and running again. Well, at least the truck, we gotta get the Sander running yet, but I got really lucky on this one. I was just kind of putting it off, and one of those things where you just check it in the morning, see if it fixed itself, and it never did. And then, just so happened, my day off, we had that snowstorm I did the live stream on, and they just had the truck guy here do it since I was out. So, thank you to him, but I got lucky on that one, because it was a rusty mess. I was going to say some type of show, but it was a rusty mess. I got to show you a picture of that fuel pump, too. I got it in the shop there, but let's check out this Sander. That was a picture of how the fuel pump looked. That thing was nasty. Let's see here. Okay, that's my spinner, that's my starter, that's my choke. It's been a while since I touched this thing. So, choke and... I said choke and... Well, that's not good. Alright, now we gotta see what's going on with this one. Alright, well now we got to see what's going on with that. Let me pull it in and take a quick look at it. I charged the battery on it the other day on the Sander unit itself. Usually that's all you got to do with it. You just charge the battery up, grease the bearings, lube up the chain and stuff, and hit that button right there. But unfortunately that is not the case this year. But it's a work truck. What do you want? It gets used a lot, and then it gets put away and it sits for several months. So let's pull this thing in and take a look and see if we can figure it out and hopefully get some sand in this thing today. So we'll be ready to go. I don't have to worry about any snow, because I was a little nervous the other day when it snowed, because I knew this thing wasn't ready to go. So we'll get it figured out. I gotta clean this thing again. I power wash it, but it's still like residue from the salt. I gotta clean that all off of there. It's no good for it. Anyways, I'm hoping this was the problem. I took these terminals off. I sanded them. They were a little kind of like this with the salty powder, but I cleaned them all up, shined them up as good as I could, and hopefully that was the problem. Let's check it out. That looks tasty, doesn't it? Alright. Dispose of it properly by not pouring it a hole in the backyard like my grandfather used to do. Alright, now that's what I'm talking about right there. Just a quick, easy fix. All I did was take the battery terminals off, sanded them down, clean them up, put them back on, and the thing lit right off. It was nice. I did crank it a few times with the spark plug wire off, just to kind of get the fuel pumped up and whatnot. But put the plug wire on, hit the start button, and she fired right up. So we're glad to see that. A lot of times it's a lot harder. You gotta chase wires, and because we use the salt in this thing, the salt sand mix, and the salt just wreaks havoc on the electrical wires and connectors, and it's usually you're chasing wires. But we got lucky. We didn't have to do that. So plus when it sits all summer, you know, stuff rots, and we clean it at the end of the year, but all that salt gets down and stuff, and it's just not good for it. So now we got it running. I'm gonna take it outside. I'm gonna run it for a while, make sure it's good, because like I said, sitting all summer, if anything's gonna fail, I want it to happen now before I fill the Sander. And we still gotta get the plow on it, but I'm gonna take it outside, run it, and I'll get back to you, let you know how it's going. Well, we're back. Got a little update for you. I brought it outside. I didn't even get the film. I brought it outside. I literally ran the thing for 2 minutes, and it's gonna need a clutch on the Sander itself. Not the truck, but the Sander. So yeah, we're not filling it with sand today. Like I said, this is why I like doing this stuff now before I get the sand in it. If it's gonna fail, I want it to fail now while it's still empty and before the season gets here. So yeah, let's take the clutch apart. Go from there. I should do some of the bearings while I'm back there too, where the auger itself, there's 2 bearings on it that makes it spin to actually cast the sand, and those are in pretty rough shape, but those get blasted with sand and salt all year, so, or all winter. So I probably should just do those while I'm in there. I'm taking it apart anyways. But yeah, let's take a clutch apart. This is what I was talking about with the bearings. I mean, they still work fine, but a little rusty they are. Because the salt comes right through here. Spreads with that spreader right there, and not in the best shape. So since I got it apart, they're only 2 bolts a piece. Slide them off the shaft and get 2 new bearings on it. Go. My box out of the way. I just didn't want to crash into the floor. Alright. Alright. Clutch is in here. Let's get it apart. Oh yeah. Let's get a look at it. Yeah, I mean, it's all glazed and colored. That thing got some years on it. These bolts don't look bad, but these are right. You can see they're right at the surface. That doesn't look too pretty either. This is the magnet that actually engages. Alright, so check it out. We got our new clutch. They had it in stock down the street. I believe this is the proper clutch for the machine. It's just straight magnet. You know, this piece spins with the chain. This piece spins with the rest of the mechanism, and then when the magnet engages, they stick together and spin as one. I believe that's the proper clutch. The one with the clutch material, I think it's aftermarket or somebody put on, because plus the wires are cut and spliced back there. They cut the original connectors off, so I don't think that's the right one. Either way, it worked for the 10 years we had it or so, but this will hopefully last even longer. Be the right one too. Awesome. Let's get it on. Also picked up a brand new conveyor chain for this thing because it's pretty rotted and rusty. We usually do it every 2 years or so, and it's been a while. As you can see, this conveyor chain has definitely seen better days. That's what spins, brings the sand out to the back, goes down that other piece we saw. But it's, I don't know. I think this is part of the problem why that clutch smoked. The shear pin didn't break, but the clutch was on its way out anyways, I believe. So we're good to go. Got some new shear pins too, because those always have an issue when something happens. Something gets stuck in there. Nice stuff, huh? Alright, let's get this replaced too. Perfect. Alright, here's a closer look at the old clutch in the light. It's all metal, but it's all scored, and you can see it's discolored. It was heating up because it was slipping. It's all gunk on here on this ring. I don't know, it looks a little greasy. I don't know if grease got in there somehow or what, but it definitely been slipping for a little bit because everything got really hot, heated up. It's all discolored. I don't know if we can see it. And I mean, this thing is just in rough shape. So it's time to just replace the whole thing. I don't know if the magnet isn't working like it should. Either way, it's been slipping and no longer an issue. Alright, finally got that pin all cut on both sides. I'm now going to take this thing, connect it with the new pins, and hopefully pull it through and see what happens. Wish me luck. In theory, it should work. Let's see what happens. Oh, plan actually worked. There's the new chain up top and on the bottom. And look at this mess. It's all bound up. That's why we had to replace it. Oh well, at least we got a new one in there now. Alright, boys and girls, it's that time. Put the sander to the test. Alright, here's what we tried doing like 2 days ago. Maybe 3 days ago. I don't want to make too much of a mess. There she goes. Look at that. All that work paid off. That's the result we wanted a few days ago. Awesome. Boom. We're good. Definitely want to clean these terminals a little bit. Not looking so good in there. That's alright. It's easy enough. Clean them up, a little dielectric grease, and we'll be good as new. Well, good to go anyways. A little help from the wind. Perfect. Let's do the back. Alright, well as per usual, I didn't film an outro, so we're just doing a quick one now. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. I used to really like doing vlogs. I haven't done one in quite a while, and I had a lot of fun doing them. So I figured I'd do one now, probably do a few over the winter as I do different things. But I enjoy doing these, kind of missed it, and figured I'd throw one back out there. So again, hopefully you all enjoyed that. I don't know, I guess get out there, discover your world. You never know, and find someone fixing a sander. I don't know how to word that. Just get out and discover your world. A lot of cool stuff to see. Thanks for watching.